at Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio.
Most of these dogs are very strong. They will rip flesh, and some have strong enough mouths that they can break bones.
This military working dog in training is practicing controlled aggression.
Demands of the Department of Defense because they're just such a vital asset to everything we do.
Several hundred dogs are in training at any given time, which takes about 120 days to complete, and is split into 2 blocks: detection training and patrol training.
Patrol training is teaching a dog how to essentially chase after a suspect that we're trying to apprehend who is uncooperative and controlling that dog and their aggression. So it's a non-lethal or less than lethal option for military members that defend installations or secure installations to use and apprehend suspects.
Down. Good.
But before they learn to chase down a suspect, the dogs have to perfect their obedience training.
Good. Yes.
We want to have a good foundation in obedience because those commanded positions, the sits and the downs, they need to have those proficient before we can start asking for this in a higher level of stimulus.
So if I were to just tell her, sit, she's not there yet. Sit. And I give her that, she's able to do it. Yes. Oh. So the way that we teach them is that they all do it in anticipation of a reward. We use marker training where we end up saying yes when we can mark whatever behavior we want at the precise times. So this is Greta, and she's a sweetheart. She looks like an old lady. She's not old, I promise you. I've been working with her maybe for about 2 weeks now. So far right now I've been working stability with her, where she's able to maintain position whenever I walk out to end a leash. Down. Good girl. And then the part that I've been working recently, sit. Good. Is getting her to sit from the down. Yes. Woo.
Up.
The dogs are also taught how to conquer the obstacle course or confidence course.
Crawl. Heel. The general purpose is just getting them comfortable with going over certain obstacles. So to simulate stuff when these guys go and work for police departments, like we have one of the obstacles that simulates a window, narrow areas, going upstairs or over some sort of barrier to go and chase down a suspect.
Once the dogs have a solid foundation in obedience training, they're ready to move on to the controlled aggression phase of patrol training.
Isaac, out! Good, sit.
Teaching a dog to show aggression, especially when it's on demand, it starts with this dog's breeding, this dog's background, coming from parents for generations that were bred to be this type of dog.
The Department of Defense uses breeds like Belgian Malinois, Dutch Shepherds, and German Shepherds that are between 1 and 3 years old.
We're looking for a well-balanced, environmentally sound dog that does not have issues for fearfulness or timidity. We're looking for a strong, confident dog that also likes to use its nose for hunting. We're looking for a confident, bold dog that's willing to bite and defend its handler if need be.
Roughly 400 dogs are purchased for the program every year, mainly from Europe. The rest come from the department's breeding program at Lackland.
We started the program in 1998. It's basically a contingency plan. The idea is that since we obtain the vast majority of our dogs overseas, something might happen to interrupt our supply of military working dogs. So in 1998, we began this rather small-scale breeding program to establish an organic ability on our own to breed and develop military working dogs.
The program rears the puppies until they're 6 weeks old, at which point they're fostered out to homes in the local community until they're 7 months old.
7 months is the first age at which I can apply a test to the puppies and determine whether or not they are good material as military working dogs, that their behavior expressed at that time predicts how they're going to behave as adults.
Puppy dogs that meet the program's standards are brought back to lack